Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the class of Financial Accounting Part 2. I'm following this book. This is an old edition. There are many editions available in the market from the same author, Gul Amir Malik. But I am following this book for some questions. I will also, inshallah, solve the questions from other editions which are changed from this one edition. But this one is an old edition, so it is very difficult. If you can solve questions from this edition, I hope you can solve questions from the editions which come after this one book. Okay, let's move to the question number 4. Okay, what is question number 4? There are two partners. Let's get focus. Jafar and Bakir have decided to form a partnership. Jafar invested the following assets at their agreed value and also transferred his liability to the new firm. There are two partners, Jafar and Bakir. But Bakir have no business while Jafar have his own business. These are all the values of Jafar business. Then the Jafar business, we have cash. Jafar business have account receivable. Jafar business have allowances for bad debts, inventories, equipment, allowances for depreciation, payable, not payable, and that's it. But you find there are two values. Why there are two values? First one is ledger balance and second one is agreed value. Why? Think on it. Yeah, I get it. Why there are two values? Because the ledger value or the ledger balance is the values which are available in his books. But when they are going to meet each other and they have decided that we will form a partnership, then they change the value and they are agreed on this value. What happened? Okay, let's explain it again. जब जाफर और बाकिर आपस में मिले तो फिर इन्होंने क्या कहा कि नहीं हमें ये वैल्यूज़ नहीं चाहिए क्रॉस हमें कौन सी वैल्यूज़ चाहिए ये वाली उन्होंने कहा नहीं अकाउंट रिसीवेबल जो है वो 3600 का नहीं होगा बल्कि 3500 का होगा तो फिर इन्होंने जो भी वैल्यूज़ डिसाइड की हम वो वैल्यूज़ लेंगे दिस वैल्यूज़ विल बी नॉट कंसिडर्ड इन दिस क्वेश्चन ओके नेक्स्ट इज बाकिर एग्री टू इन्वेस्ट 13,000 Bakir said that I will only give you 13,000 in a form of cash and Jafar said okay. Now if they both agree, so why we people are worried? If they are agree, we are agree so on. जब वो राजी हैं भाई तो हमें क्या मसला होना है हमने भी कहा ओके डन if you both are agree we are agree what we are going to do we are just required to give journal entries and balance sheet okay simple very simple easy but before moving toward the question look at this point Bakir agreed to invest 13,000 and the first item is cash. When I will draw the format of the journal, I don't have the name of the business, so I just put it down the dots. Journal for the month of, date, description, debit and credit. Now, cash, very first item is cash. But what's the amount of cash? 9,000. What? But don't write. But there is 13,000 available. 13,000 we get from the Bakir. So 13,000 will be added in 9,000. Look at this working. 13,000 plus 9,000 I get 22,000. Okay. So cash is 22,000. Next one is account receivable and we have decided the value 3,500. So account receivable 3,500. Cash is an asset, account receivable is an asset, so I have write this both values on the debit side. Next, allowances for bad debts. Allowances for bad debt is not an asset while it is a reduction in asset. Allowances for bad debts asset नहीं है बल्कि ये हम एसेट से माइनस करते हैं। तो जब हम एसेट से माइनस करते हैं तो हम इसको एसेट्स के साथ नहीं लिखेंगे, बल्कि हम इसको कहाँ पर लिखेंगे, हम इसको इक्विटी साइड पे लिखेंगे। सो हमारे पास क्या है, अलाउंसेस फॉर बैड डेट डिसाइडेड वैल्यू 250. Okay, allowances for bad debts 250. I'm not going to write it on the debit side. Why? Because it is not an asset. It is a deduction in asset. Either I have to deduct it from account receivable or don't write it, or I have to write it on the credit side. Next, inventories is 5,000. Inventory is asset and it's going to be debit 5,000 for 5,000. So I have debited inventories for 5,000. Next one is equipment. Equipment is decided, look at this, equipment and allowances for depreciation. Previously they have two values, but now they have decided and cross this two value and write equipment for rupees 2,100. So I have to write equipment for rupees 2,100. What's the next value? Account payable. Account payable is 41750. Account payable is liability. Increase in liability is always credited. So I have credited account payable 1750. Next is note payable. Note payable 1800 and it's also a liability. So I have credited note payable for 1800. This is for my journal. Now this was the whole journal. The next step is the balance. So next step is the balance sheet. What I will do, I have to just put this whole debit side in the asset side, because I have already mentioned that cash, account receivable, inventories and equipment are assets. So I have put this whole values on the asset side. Next I have to put this whole credit side on the liability side. I have already mentioned you account payable, note payable is a liability. So I have to write this both values on the liability side. Oh, let's wait. I did not have calculated the capital. What will be the amount of capital and from where I will get the amount of capital? For this purpose, I have to just add all the assets and deduct whole liabilities and I will get the capital simply. How? 222,000 plus 3,500 plus 5,000 plus 2,100 minus 1,750 minus 1,800 minus 250, and I have get the capital of Shakir 15,800. But keep it mind, 22,000 will not get added because he have only invested 9,000. He did not invested 22,000. So I have to add 9,000, 3,500, 5,000, 2,100, or simply I will go to this side. But I will do 9,000 plus 3,500 plus 5,000 plus 3,000, 2,100 minus 250 minus 1,750 or minus 1,800, and I get the capital of Bakir. So I write down the capital of Bakir, and Shakir have done nothing, just he invested cash. So I have just write 13,000 in cash. And wait. If I add these whole values, I get 32,600, 36,600. But already we have solved first question in this manner. Now the author wants that students are required to solve this question in an authentic manner. What is the authentic manner? Authentic manner is that always deduct allowances for bad debts from account receivable and depreciation from that specific asset. So if you pupil deduct allowances for bad debt to 250 from account receivable, you will get the correct answer, 32, 350, 33, 350. Enough. If you have any query, please ask the question in the comment section. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.